Let's go for a fun one. I want to do a boss swap. I think we would normally do 100 gold here and go to maybe this shop and try to plow our way through this way. It's a lot of combats, though. Yo, we get the survivor upgrade. Okay. All right. We know how survivor upgrade goes. It's good memes. Let's see, our boss is the guardian. Ay, ay, ay. Was that correct? Time's gonna tell on that one. We'll see. I don't think we need to take damage this fight, but... We do. We have a higher rare card chance. Very true. First floor poison stab. Yep. That is the one. Though, notably, Quick Slash with the Terror is pretty good. You get it upgraded. It's like 18 damage for 1 energy is kind of rare on the Silent. Pretty good. I mean, Tiny House isn't bad. The issue with Tiny House is just that it's not very good. Of course. I'm gonna do the rare Sucker Punch here. I think we need cards. I don't usually take Sucker Punch, nor do I recommend taking Sucker Punch. But in this situation, since I'm trying to be slightly more aggressive, look at the Survivor upgrade. What a break point. Ooh. I think we're gonna go for it. We just start the game with a mansion? Not this guy. Certainly didn't start the game with a mansion. Take a flying knee. Let's take a pseudo strike remove. We've added 3 base attacks, so if this transforms into something that doesn't say damage on it, ooh, wow, that's bad. Then it's not the worst thing ever. Hand of Greed does 20 damage and eventually pays for itself. Does 30 damage with Terror. That's significant. It does potentially increase the length of my run by a very very large number. We have another shop coming up too. We don't have to go to. We can go this way. I feel pretty okay about our attacks. Let's do the Hand of Greed. I'm feeling it. It's tough to take a Hand of Greed for me when we have Wraith Form and a Speculative Chem-X standing right in front of us. Staring at me deep into the windows of my soul. Thunder. Hello, my friend. Perfect Hand of Greed. I want to use one of these potions. We'll see. I think we should have done it before the shuffle, if ever. So I'm kind of thinking maybe we use the fire potion here instead. Ideally after drawing like a single strike here. Nice. Eternal Feather is here, and skip button. Again, we're missing the combat relics that we would kind of hope to have. Okay. It's gonna be one of those nights in Slay the Spire. I can tell already. See here, this says 22. We can do this 12, 42. Wait, 20. Wait, 34. Good. You play with 25,000, but then I can't take the throne. It is a point hoarder's dilemma. But then again, I did want to put in quite a few more interesting options for you guys. SD89. Hold on, my friends. Thank you for stopping by. I saw you were streaming earlier today. I couldn't quite catch the stream, but I assume it went well. I saw that the stream was kind of popping off again. Can't stop the party. I had a rough day, so I got a late start to the stream. We're kind of just getting things kicked off this evening, but I'm glad you could stop by, man. I think we go here, don't we? I think we do. Looking for a hand to Blessing of the Forge. This one's okay. I think I'd rather rather get this stuff upgraded. Our defense. We don't want to take damage here. Change the LED color. You gotta give me a color. Any of the 7 primary colors, I think, will do. Oh boy, things are happening. Oh my god. It's a good thing. I just increased the point total on that. How do you have so many points? It's madness. Hold on, I actually got to pull up the thing. I forgot to do that. So I just put in some new point reward things. I have to open up the pop-out thing so I can see all the requests. I don't want to miss any. To green. So I'll warn you, the green, due to the color things, doesn't come through super well. Boom. It's kind of like turquoise. It looks much more green on my end. All right, my friends, that's some emote only time. Mark as complete. So here we go. Goodbye, my friends, for the next few minutes. For the next, I'm going to put it at like 4 minutes or something. For the next couple minutes, feel free to communicate how you feel the millennial and Gen Z way through emotes depicting your feelings. It could be whatever feeling you want. Feelings of happiness, joy, verbs, hats, smiles. I showed you guys my like cursed emotes that I want to put in. I haven't done it yet. Ninja scroll. Ninja scroll feels like it's a mistake most of the time, but I'm going to take it here because no one can tell me otherwise. No one can tell me what to do here. Hey, what do you guys think about this shop? What do you guys think I should take here? Wow. Well, if nobody says anything, maybe I'll take Sneaky Strike. Huh. Well, we could take a Reflex here. We have Tactician already, so we could take Reflex to go with our Tactician. Now, I feel like if we had a little more card draw, we could take this Sadistic Nature kind of for the memes. Seems kind of fun. I think it's wrong, but it seems fun. Take it. How often do we get to take Sadistic Nature? Everybody out there, do you guys agree with this? You disagree with this? Think this is a good pick, a bad pick? Is anyone gonna help me? Hello? Hello? Relic? Campfire. Upgrade. Not like this. Nay. You're probably right. Just you wait. Just you wait. Some 50 minutes from now, you're going to be like, oh, can't believe I didn't see that play, but the streamer at twitch.tv/FirstDane totally did. Delicious. Bag of Preparation is here to save the day. Thank you, Bag of Preparation. I appreciate you. Well, you guys only have about 30 seconds left, and due to the delay, it's probably going to be less time than that. So I hope you were able to get all of your feelings out, everything you were kind of trying to get through and into emote form. Hopefully someday soon we'll have more emotes coming on the. You guys can. All right, unclicking the button. You can all breathe. You can all breathe. Oh, that was a lot of channel points. Luara, thank you very much for cashing in on some channel points for emote only mode. How did I do, guys? Did I do well when you couldn't help me? I picked the yellow card. I picked 2 yellow cards. Is that right? I got the yellow cards. You wanted 10 minutes? Maybe in a few minutes, if you're around and you remind me, we'll do a little bit more. I didn't want to do 10 minutes straight, because it's not really fair to everybody else. That's kind of a lot. It's supposed to be like 2 minutes at a time. Oh, that was pretty good. Anyway, the point of the sadistic nature... Wow, next turn's terrible. Yep. The point of the sadistic nature is largely to pair it with this Envenom that we took. So every single card that we play now is going to do an extra 3 damage on top of it, much like this. And then in addition to that, when we play Piercing Wail, it's also 3 damage. I mean, that's 6 damage. Look at that. That's 6 extra damage on Sucker Punch. Is it great? No, but it's just kind of fun. We did forget the cards that say block on them, though. Sometimes that's important. I cannot even believe how many channel points you have. That's crazy. You might have had enough for the crown. Here, this is... Hold on, what's the math here? Does this work out? So we do 37 plus 3, that's 40. Plus 3 is 43. We're short damage here. But we only take 4. We removed the tactician? Hey. Tactician is trying very hard. Got him. Look how clean that was. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. An unlikely series of cards has turned out to be something kind of amazing. At the end of Act 1. Act 2 is where it gets put to the test. Double Envenom. Let's take Glass Knife, because I'm feeling it. Now, I'll say it again, these options do not spark joy. Sozu's probably just a no on the silent. All in all, we could take a Pandora's box and just kind of roll the dice. Slaver's Collar, I think, is probably correct, considering our chances of doing well against, like, Bronze Automaton or the Collector. Any of the Act 2 elite fights as well. Slaver's Collar. I'm not feeling the Pandora's box today, though it would have been interesting. as all Pandora's boxes are. Oh, I like that perspective. Tactician is so powerful that not even Snecko can affect it. True. Look at this. Look at this arc. 4 elites almost in a row. Probably too spicy for us. We'd have to take 2 hard pull fights into some nonsense. Maybe we go to this shop instead and then a late Empower Elite? I don't know. Does Muscle Beach Flex do anything? It's just to show off. It's just to flex some points. So maybe we'll swap those around. Yeah, doesn't actually do anything. It should. I don't know if it should say in the descriptions. Yeah, it says make it rain on chat with his monster flex. Yeah, that was an early channel point reward. I'll have you know I made the art for that though, so you can feel good about that. It's good art. It's good art. Let's go for the high roll. I'm feeling the high rolls tonight. Six extra damage. Whew. How do I tell high roll random fights? What does it mean technically? Technically, it means you're taking unnecessary risk or high reward, I suppose. What it means is we're going to try to take a high roll path, in that we're taking a high risk, high reward path through the rest of the act. Whether it turns out or not is largely determined on how well we roll the dice. Do we take a lot of extra damage? Well, sometimes, not always. Do we get a lot of really good rewards out of it? Well, sometimes, but not always. That kind of thing. So that's kind of the basic idea, I suppose. Good old sadistic nature there. Oh my. Need Piercing Whale and Survivor this turn, I think. Ooh, that was good. Okay, Dark Shackles saves the day. Don't even worry about a thing. It's fine. Whew. Look at this Tactician play. First time tonight, Tactician gets discarded. Good enough. We couldn't do it the other way because we needed Hand of Greed to actually apply poison and proc Sadistic nature. Cloak and Dagger could be okay. Catalyst also seems like okay. I mean, it's good, but at this point, we took the Backflip Plus. Backflip was a great pickup. No, this is the high roll path. This is the high roll path. We take things like catalysts and we transform tacticians? Strikes? I actually don't know what's worse at this point. Probably tactician. Now this is the card. So, Sadistic Nature with Crippling Cloud, this is 2 debuffs. It's an extra 6 damage on top of what it's already doing. So, I'm not trying to like sit here and advocate for Sadistic Nature, but sometimes it kind of works out. Okay, I'm pretty sure this is the biggest problem in this fight. It does depend on the RNG here a little bit. Yeah, see, like, that's perfect. But we don't want to end up somehow taking 31 damage from the Chosen. So we are still hexed. You have to be somewhat careful when you're doing this fight. This direction, so to speak. Usually you end up taking out the bird, but again, that's just not quite what we're doing here. Going for the Hand of Greed. Oh, whoops. I forgot about Sadistic Nature. How often do you have Sadistic Nature? Can't be held responsible for that. I know, I just said the thing about Sadistic Nature. That's the joke. Ooh, reapplying Frail. That's one of the worst combos you can. So the Shelled Parasite fight in particular has like one really bad combination of attacks, and it's this one. So it's when the Shelled Parasite attacks you first turn on, I think it's Ascension. I forget where this starts. It's been so long. Anyway, on one of the Ascensions, I can't remember if it's 17 or 2. 17 plus, yeah, Shelled Parasite applies Frail on turn 1 every time. And then the worst series of attacks you can get is when the Frail just drops off or is just about to drop off, and then it reapplies Frail again. And in this fight, it's especially bad because we're going to be made vulnerable here. So this is going to hurt. Ouch. Should have included a fight. Oh my god. Snake plant and a fungus rat. Yes, but also, please God, no. Hey, we got there. We had Tori anyway. That was only 2 HP. Not the worst thing ever. A leg sweep plus right after a leg sweep. Oh my god, get in here. We need blocks so badly. Plus, with Sadistic Nature, that is 4 damage per leg sweep. A hope? Chance. Now we have Slaver's Collar, so we're back on 4 energy, or we're on 4 energy, I guess. Of the enemies that we could fight, this might have been the worst one. We don't have AoE, we don't have the Corpse Explosion. No Dagger Sprays to be found, just an unupgraded Crippling Cloud. So relying on things like Hand of Greed and our Piercing Whales to deal with all of this damage. We will use our Ancient Potion to block the vulnerable here. Now we're 1 damage short of getting the kill. Hey, there's Sadistic Nature. Not technically the last card, but Venom's down there too. But it's down there. Let's think about this. So we have Blast Knife coming through while weak, while you're vulnerable, plus Flying Knee. -5, you're on 25. Very close. It has to be enough. Plus we have Sadistic Nature. Yeah. Plus we have Sadistic Nature. Never mind. Doing too much math, I think. Nice. Good fight. Get a Happy Flower and a chance at a 3rd copy of Piercing Whale. Maybe too many at this point. We're only on 27 cards, but we have 4 of our base strikes still in here. I'd like some extra card draw. We're going to skip this stuff. And I haven't done a great job with Hand of Greed, but I also don't feel like we've been in a position to stall out fights for very long. Our block density was low. It's gotten a lot better. I feel like we have too many things to upgrade right now. Really makes me want to go this way. Great Sadistic Nature. I don't know if we can afford it. I actually agree. I was going to say exactly what Bad Hands said. So Glass Knife and Crippling Cloud are probably our best upgrades for right now. And I think among those two, probably Glass Knife, considering we're going into some more elites, I think. Crippling Cloud's great for our Tri-Slavers fight. Crippling Cloud, just all in all, is very, very good. I think before, say, Bronze Automaton, we might want to consider trying to find a Catalyst upgrade in there somehow. But probably for now, plus dealing with orbs and things, Glass Knife is too good. Start every combat with an attack. Well, we have Ninja Scroll, and we could bottle our Glass Knife for turn 1s. I don't know if it's great, but considering what we're going into, maybe we just kind of will. 24 plus that 12 damage on turn 1, 36 for 1 energy. Seems like a decent way to start every fight. Ah, toolboxes here. Too expensive if we want to do a card remove. And I feel like the card removes are too high value for us right now. Getting rid of these strikes seems more important than any of this other stuff. I'm going to highly, highly, highly prioritize the strike remove at this point. Yeah, we just passed on a free piercing whale, so I don't think I want to take the paid for version. Toolbox is very good though. On top of that, I'm going to take a potion, and if we're thinking about maybe going this way, maybe we want to take 2, which seems like a lot, but a fear potion with a bottled glass knife gets us out of, say, a Book of Stabbing fight really quickly. Ah! Okay. Was this wasn't a combat, was it? This is too much. We need our 4th energy here. 4th energy here means quite a lot. Okay, fight's going far too slowly. Eesh. Wow, this might have changed our path. This is 11 plus 14. Hey, Tabisco. I think I have my math correct. So you're on 8, you take 7. So we're 1 off lethal. Wow, that really sucks. I don't think we passed on any AoE cards. We didn't see a Dagger Spray for sure. I can't remember if we saw an all-out attack or not. I'm also trying to decide if, like, Duplication Potion here means that we're able to go this way, and I think it doesn't. We lost too much HP. Got M. Second Catalyst is here. Sure. At this point, why not? Kunai is pretty huge. I don't think we have the tools to really use a kunai right now, but maybe someday we will. Yeah, true. 1 free dex at the start of every combat. Seems pretty okay. Ooh. Starting out with the debuff, that's unfortunate because we have the Piercing Wail and Tori here as well. Because that's sometimes 2 free decks at the start of every combat. See if we can pull this Hand of Greed. Hey. There we go. So that fight went much better. 1,000 Cuts is also here for me to skip on. We'll take this Cloak and Dagger for sure now. And immediately upgrade it. Because we got kunai, so we were lacking on damage for this fight, and namely mitigation. So we can probably get weak down in time for Hyper Beam. Almost for sure. We've got 4 or 5 sources of weak. But that's not going to be enough. So something like some deck scaling could be the thing that pushes us over. And Envenom on turn 1, breaking all of this artifact also helps out tremendously. It's tempting to go for this second point of dex. Okay. Not great, but okay. So our Orby boys are stealing Hand of Greed and then Catalyst or Terror. Hand of Greed I don't care about, and that's going to this one, so we'll target this one on the right first. Ubel. Good evening, my friend. Catalyst we also don't really care about, though. I don't know about this Piercing Wail. I'm going to throw one out there. We have one coming around for next turn, and it's a multi-attack. The one after that, I don't think we want to draw, because we risk drawing it on Hyper Beam turn. Yeah, Slaver's Collar and Happy Flower, like this is the kind of thing with Flying Knee, I guess, sometimes. So you can see when we go to 4 energy, if we can inject like another form of card draw, like another backflip or something, this is going to start going much better. But when we were stuck on 3 energy through these hard pull fights in Act 2, the deck really started to fall apart. Catalyst? So this is going to put Catalyst into our hand for next turn, which is probably about when we want to be playing Catalyst. Alright, got some decent block density for next turn. And we can guarantee the weakness down. It does mean we're not playing Catalyst, which is too bad. That's very good. So we get to 5 dexterity, full block on the Hyper Beam. Alright, I am going to do this because we just shuffled, and I need to start doing a lot of damage. By the time we see Catalyst Plus again, well, hopefully it won't be too late, but... Take 1 here. No. All right. I guess we could have gone for Hand of Greed. I didn't think about it. I'm bad. All right. All right. Anyway, we get through the Bronze Automaton fight pretty easily. I think the Cloak and Dagger upgrade helped or led to 2 dexterity for that fight, which made a huge difference. We were, yeah, we were about 5 damage off, yep. We'll take the burst at this point. Lots of skills, lots of things to burst, and wouldn't you know it, a Runic Pyramid is here to save the day. Thank you so much. You have no idea how badly we needed this Runic Pyramid. Our Emerald Key piece is staring at us right away in the act right here. I kind of like going to this shop. I really hate going to all these combats, so we're going to go this way. And at this point, we're going to make some more decisions. There is another shop here, but again, we have to recall, get our other key pieces, so we'll see. We'll make decisions at this point in time, because we won't know where we're at, health-wise and stuff. Now, we are still stuck on 3 energy for these floor fights. So the floor fights, to some extent, are going to be more deadly than the elite fights themselves. Our boss is the Time Eater, by the way. Take 1. I should have done Envenom this fight. Yeah. Or, I mean, this turn. That's my bad. Missed some poison here. So we did not draw through to Sadistic Nature yet, causing some problems, I guess. We could just burst this leg sweep. 26 block that is absorbed here, and then we take the remainder on the right-hand side. I think it's 16. Otherwise, we do 36 here. It's 45, 48. So we are 1 off if we do that. You really hate to see it, but that was too much damage to be taking, in my opinion. I think we'll notice with the Slaver's Collar and, say, Runic Pyramid that our potions are going to these floor fights more than anything, and I think that makes sense. Not that we want them to be going there, but just in terms of like where our general power is coming from. We're rolling for relics and cards. Twisted Funnel and Deadly Poison. There's a lot that we need. I don't even know where to begin. Fortunately, this says 6, so we'd take 12 instead of just 2 from Tori. Ugh. So this effectively does like 10 damage. We'd have to do 2 strikes here. Then we could block, take a ton of damage here. Maybe we're looking for the meat on the bone at this point. Okay, so if we hold on, I have to remath this. So this is 9 damage plus 2 poison. That's exactly 11, right? Yes. So you die from poison. Ideally, we can do Strike Hand of Greed next turn. No, we can't. We can't. No, we're on 5 energy. Hold on. Never mind. I didn't see that we're on 5. There we go. 25 Spire bucks. Caltrops is here for damage. Backflip is here for card draw. I no longer think we really need the card draw. It is kind of nice. Oh, the rare relic at this point is huge. Normality, we can get rid of both along our way here, but our ability to deal with normality in the hand is severely limited. We only have Survivor to discard, so even though we can remove one of them immediately, the other one's a problem. If you consider... Oh, I really like this conversation. I've thought about that a lot. So yeah, I think Preserved Insect is easily the highest damage relic in the game. But the chip damage relics, the little ones that are just kind of there pinging away at the enemies, I think... I mean, Mercury Hourglass is... I hope that's no secret how much damage that is. That's a huge, huge, huge damage upgrade for the course of a run. And I'm not sure if it's one that's actually tracked by... that relic tracking mod. I really want this, but we'll just do the rare relic. Go for something amazing. Or Tungsten Rod. Tori Tungsten Rod might save the day. Oh, hello, Flannel. Hope all was well on the Were you back on the ice sheet today? I didn't have a chance to pop in. Okay, we will go for the Hand of Greed kill. We can get there. We're doing normal bases for relations? Oh my. Oh, supposed to tear there. Shaped like a turtle. Okay. Well, I will definitely have to see the turtle-shaped base. Sounds like something I would highly, highly enjoy. Greed. We got 25 bucks from Hand of Greed, 25 more bucks from the fight, a lizard tail, which is totally, definitely, for sure not going to come into use. We'll take a footwork also. Amazing. Hard reward screen, gold, relic, potion. What an event. My mind is officially bloomed. No! I think Fossilized Helix or Incense Burner is the stronger defensive relic. I think it's Incense Burner by pretty long shot. I think Incense Burner far outweighs the Fossilized Helix. If you're well, let's just say if you can time it, if you can line it up, if you have enough hours in the game to know, like, oh, I'm going to set up Incense Burner for like Hyper Beam or turn 2 against the Heart. I think it's like a more reliable source of buffer, in my opinion. Like they're both very good. I'm not trying to downplay the source of a buffer every combat, but I think Incense Burner far outweighs that. Not only that, you kind of get 2 buffers per combat sometimes, if they go long enough, right? So if you go into a combat with, say, Incense Burner on turn 1, you kind of take no damage, maybe some chip damage, right? And if the fight goes 6 more turns, then you get another turn of buffer, which is great. Like on the Darklings fight where we just took a bunch of damage, Incense Burner would have far outweighed the Fossilized Helix. Hey JJ, how am I doing today? I'm doing okay. Yeah, I got a little late start to the stream today, so kind of trying to deal with that. And yeah, got some kind of almost post-nap grogginess I'm battling, but I think we'll be okay. Flannel, do you have a channel points reward to put my name into the game? Into your RimWorld playthrough? Or do you have just hypothetically people with Founders badges get into it? All right, tea is done. Boy, it was good. Oh, Dark Shackles is like the perfect get there. I was tempted to do 10 HP just to find Dark Shackles with a Runic Pyramid. That's the plush next to the Bug Knight. Well, let me show you. This is the newest addition to the shelf. I haven't actually brought it up close to show it off yet. If you don't recognize it, got a little tail back here. If you don't recognize it, it's Ori from Ori and the Blind Forest. And then it has little magnets in its hands. Hooray! Claps with force. Do you see the force there? Ugh. It's a firm clap. Ugh. Ugh. But yeah, it's pretty good. So its little legs are, how do I say, You pivotable, malleable. They can be moved and positioned. I just have it kind of sitting like this on the shelf. It's pretty good. Posable. That's a good word. It is from Fangamer, so the Ori plush just came out in September, so you were able to pre-order it in, I believe, October. Not October, that's in the future. In August, and then they just sent them out. So I was in the first wave of people that got the Ori plush game a week or two ago. Now you need one? Yes, you do. It's super cute. Very pleased with the purchase. I will say, in terms of this run, though, I love a good medical kit. I wish there were more ways to work one in. For the silent. You just don't get those exhaust synergies, so it can be slightly awkward. The burn gets us out of Tori range. That was sad. It was sad. Also, when these are combos at the bottom of the deck again. That's true, yeah, the discard. We haven't found any of the discard synergies, so... again, like, I would have taken the 999 gold over the rare relic. We just had Survivor to deal with the normalities. Okay, I have to do the stinky math. So it goes to 6, and then 18, and then we double it, it's 36. Yes. And no, order didn't matter. Acrobatics says plus on it. Also says discard and stuff. It's not really the discard I'm looking for. Let's go for it. I'm going to do the acrobatics. All right. Our empowered elite is one stupid big head. Metallicize. Sorry, this fight is, we need to get Sadistic Nature. We need Terror super, super badly. Trying to find a way to not die this fight. And it is... It's interesting. Gonna be tight. As best we can, we have to make sure that we're just constantly drawing. We really don't want to stop drawing cards here. So like 5 per turn we have to get. We really also have to get Burst Catalyst into play. Just draw terror. Now that's some good advice. Now, I'll level with you though. This might maybe possibly could be our lizard tail. Like this next turn. No, we get there, right? Yeah, we have catalysts. I don't know why I'm running these numbers like we can find this much damage. It's like, wait a second, can we find 176 damage if we can do 45 here? No, we can't. All right, Sundial is here to save the day, I guess. Noxious Fumes also. On top of a blur. We'll do the Noxious Fumes, though. Good job. You. That's some good positivity. One more Stinky Strike. And consider one of these potions, but say no. No. The Darklings. We did not get a lot better since our last Darklings fight. But we do have a Lizard Tail, so that's something. This next turn is going to be wild. We got like nothing to deal with these guys. All right. Smoke Bomb? Sorry, I was making sure I didn't miss anything from earlier. I realized you'd come in with some RimWorld chat, and then I was like, wait, I didn't finish reading all of it. Looks like we're good. I didn't realize. Oh, Flannel, you're here. I didn't realize the other day that you had given a tier 2 subby to Tech Foe. Thank you very much. I saw the sub, but I hadn't realized at the time that it was tier 2. I hope he likes the bird bow. There's some secret private Spelunky Discord where people like Tic-Tac-Foe go to talk about Spelunky. Probably, but it's a secret, so we wouldn't know what it is. Stupid question. Feel his stream for a second? Sure. Alright, we take the non-zero chance that we draw the Hand of Greed here. Okay. You could keep going. Is it worth it for 25? I just don't know how... I think we're really at risk of taking damage, are we? Hope we can peggle soon. It's, let's see. Planning on going, like... I mean, we're going this way to begin with, so... We'll see. I am personally not summoning the Spaghetti, but... people love the Spaghetti fight. It's an evil I've kind of brought onto myself. Hey, it's Hand of Greed. I don't know if this is worth it. Okay, this is our turn though. This is where we've got 4 energy from Happy Flower. Great. Throw this here. Little Hand of Greed. Easy. 25 bucks. Cunning Potion is also here. Calculated Gamble is kind of tempting. We don't have the Wraith form that we're like desperately trying to hang on to. I'm gonna skip it for now. I think we've been doing okay with 4 and occasionally 5 energy at actually dumping hand space. This has to be our Sapphire Key. Instead of a Calipers. In terms of like events, I'm not sure that there are a lot left that we want to see. We saw the Mind Bloom event. And we also saw the Glowing Tesseract event. Most of our good events are gone for this act. So we go this way? We take a hard pool fight instead? Okay, I did my math wrong there. Forgive me. I want the super secret Spelunky Discord. Sure. I don't know. I don't think I'm some kind of Spelunky expert, so I'm not sure if I'm worthy. I am not worthy. Delicious. Strength Potion is here. Blade Dance is kind of cute. We do need to make it say plus, but it's another way for us to scale up Dexterity, apply Sadistic Nature, and Envenom. I don't think we're going to take it on 31 cards. If it said plus, I believe I would, but I can't really afford the upgrade. We need to recall still. There's probably something else in here that we're upgrading over that. Burst, Footwork, Noxious Fumes, the other Catalyst. Can't really afford the upgrade, so we'll pass for now. I think we'll roast the Smoke Bomb. Unless this is Reptomancer, a really bad Reptomancer fight could take us out, and Smoke Bomb would be of higher value. In the long run, of course, we want the Strength Potion, though. I'm going to keep Smoke Bomb. No! Who did this? Who summoned the spaghetti? Oh my goodness. Captain Falcon. Both thank you and no thank you. Because the good news is we get to do this. The bad news is afterwards we have to fight the Writhing Mass, but this is why we play Peggle. Ooh, it's loud. Oh my goodness, it is loud. Welcome back to Peggle, my friends. I think the majority of us here are familiar with why and how and all those things about Peggle that I usually go over, but yeah, if you weren't here on the last stream where we played Peggle, I just want to remind everyone that we are past the unicorn phase. We are now into the Jimmy Lightning phase of the Peggle. So I think Jimmy Lightning, the hamster here, has quickly become a fan favorite. It's become a personal favorite of mine as well. Look at him. Look at this face. Look at this hat. It's like a baseball cap that has a chin strap. It's great. Bless you, Jimmy Lightning. You are a beautiful creature. Here's what we're gonna do. This is the trajectory we're gonna go down. We're gonna throw the ball down here. You can kind of see we're gonna angle it slightly to the left here. This is about an 11 o'clock position, if you can imagine the hands of a clock along the Peggle peg here. We're gonna go for about an 11, 10:30, maybe a 10:47-ish. Pixel location here along this hand, and then we're gonna go about up to here. Woo! And then if it's perfect, it's gonna go here. If you haven't seen Jimmy Lightning before, you're in for a treat. You can see up here it says multi-ball or multi-ballular skills. Let's take a look. Let's see what happens. You remember with the unicorn, we could see where the ball was gonna go. We could see the exact angle, the trajectory, the rainbow shot to the other side, the long shot bonus. No, not with Jimmy Lightning. With Jimmy Lightning, we get this. Wow! I missed? Oh my god! Oh, I thought we were gonna get both. The goal was really to get both there. But that was the multi-ballular action. If you haven't seen it before, boy, is it a treat. Every time we hit a green peg, it splits into two. And yes, if we hit one green peg and then hit the next one, you bet we get an extra ball on top of that. It gets a little crazy. Wow. Oh. That's a lot of skill right there. That wasn't a free ball? Okay, well, when I grew up, that was a free ball. Very nice. Yes, point bonus. Yes! Free ball skills. Well, disappointed we didn't get double free ball skills with Jimmy Lightning's multi-ballular action. Is this it? Ooh, that's pretty good. Oh! Oh! They call it lucky every time. They only call it lucky because they don't want you to know the skill ceiling on this game. They want you to think that that was all luck. No. You guys have seen me play Peggle before. You know by now. That's not what that is. The long shot and red peg. Oh, how does he do it? Man, they're gonna need to up the skill on this. We got it. Jimmy Lightning, I'll be straight with you. Jimmy Lightning might be too easy for twitch.tv/FirstDane. Like, follow, subscribe. Ooh, orange attack. That was my name and... That was never my name. I don't know where I was going with that. Oh, okay, Peggle. I see you. That's fine. We can handle a little humbling. But you know, that's the freest round of Peggle I've ever seen. And 10,000. Bonus round. Does any? Okay, I'm gonna ask for it before I close the. Does anyone have the Peggle redemption? It's up. We're here. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this ram. Look at the horns. You see the artistry? All right. All right. All right, just asking. Until next spaghetti monster. That's fine. Peggle will be there for years to come. Years. And years. Years. Look at that, 38. Why? Why do you do this? And you combine points. Well, what I will tell you is that we are looking for fun things to do with... I already forgot the name of them. They're like community challenges or something like that. Let me look in my Discord. Yeah, community challenges. So I don't have this really ironed out yet, but the basic idea is that you can have people combine their channel points for like a singular goal, and then if the community at large amasses enough points, then you get to do a thing, and that thing might just be like, I don't know, a couple hours of Peggle or something. I don't really know at this point. Full stream of Peggle, that's a lot of Peggle. I don't know if the demand is really there for a full stream of Peggle. Then again, everybody seems to really like it, so maybe there is. Get out of here, spaghetti. Keep skipping things. Okay, we're gonna recall early, and we're gonna say Triforce complete. Peggle, please just discount 100 points. What? 25,000. I might lower. So I said this. I think I said this before, but I'll say it again. I have no way of knowing how many channel points are out there and stuff. So it is possible that I'll reduce the costs on things. I just kind of threw out numbers. I wanted Peggle to be pretty big, but I do have the Peggle thing at like 1 redemption per stream. So it could also be that I lower the total point cost and then just do like 1 per stream or something. Cheapen the usurp. That one I cannot do. We did have it suggested that maybe once per year or something, that point total would be halved or reduced or something like that, because at a certain point it does kind of grow out of control and then no one can ever usurp. So it is something I'm thinking about, but for now it's staying where it is. You're shocked you've kept it going this long. Well... not terribly shocked myself. It's just one of those things where I can only stream so many hours a week, so if I streamed like 40 hours a week, I think somebody would have bypassed it by now, but since I'm not here 40 hours a week then. Ooh, this is probably death. Well, I guess to the greater point, I hope that Twitch just gives us more tools on the back end to kind of... I think channel points are a great idea, and they can expand on it, and I think it's been a success, so I hope they give us more tools on the back end to play around with them, see how many are out there, and, you know, some people who were doing points on bots before were doing like, oh, if you know, they could add 500 points to everyone who was here or something like that, just giving them more manual control over like, hey, if you want to come watch me play this new game on Tuesday, I'll give you 1,000 points, and then we're doing a giveaway with all these points and stuff. I don't do that personally, but I've seen that quite a lot on other channels, so more control would be Rare relic? Point gambling, yes. Yeah, point gambling. The point slot machines or whatever they are. No, no, no. I'm gonna take the guaranteed upgrade with Eternal Feather, and I'm gonna keep my Lizard Tail as well. Can I take points away? I can absolutely take points away. Does anyone want to highlight their message? Anyone want to... Wait, what else do I have? I don't know. I think Twitch tried to give you a few of them that kind of like prevent point inflation, but I don't know. There you go. Bam. 100 points right there, out of the economy. Congratulations. All of your other points are now worth more. He's done it. Exactly. See, you guys get it. Kind of torn here because we have kunai for some extra dex scaling, and we start every combat with +1 dex. So do we need the extra footwork? Do we just want to get catalyst going? First is good in all the other fights, but not necessarily the time eater. Piercing Wells and Dark Shackles to remove strength in this fight. Let's just do the footwork. I think it's nice and safe. Oh my. Classic Time Eater turn 1, 32 and debuffing. Sweet. Take 1. Nice. Great first 2 turns. I think those were really difficult turns to get to, so we drew well for them. But we did well. We did some damage. I don't know if the Fear Potion was really worth it in hindsight, but I don't think we're doing super well in this fight, so I did want to put out some damage there. I'd also like to draw cards and get a kunai proc, which I know is a lot to ask for. Big O. Good evening, my friend. It goes the Spire Slaying. The Spire Slaying is pretty okay this evening. It's about where I'd put that. We are... This is only the second run of the evening. We had an Ironclad run that fell flat pretty quickly, unfortunately. And then we jumped over into the Silent. We just played a round of Peggle, which was a huge success all around. We get there, right? So if we burst Catalyst, it's 360 damage over 2 turns. We would have to find 18, but we have Noxious down. Just need to draw like an attack. Or we wait till next turn and try to block out also with that stuff down. Very slightly roll the dice here. Oh, plus we have Sadistic Nature. If we, like, do this, this is some of our missing damage. There we go. Got there. Nice. Happy Flower is perfect. See about Nunchaku, I guess. All right, really clean fight. We didn't take much damage there at all. We won? Maybe less? No, we took some damage. I think we came in like 51 or low 50s. Okay. Sir Pegglesworth is going to be your next D&D character. It's not going to be Jimmy Lightning? I would personally do Jimmy Lightning. Is this a boss rush mode or something? No. So in Ascension 20, I think what you're referring to is that we're fighting 2 bosses. So on Ascension 20, you can see at the very bottom of the list, max level double boss. So at the end of the 3rd act, they force you to fight 2 of the 3 bosses. And we are doing that, and then we are going off into the 4th act to fight the Act 4 elites, as well as the hearts, hopefully. Really want to get weak down for next turn, but we would have to Crippling Cloud and then take damage. Tori does not save us from this amount of damage. Tuning into the sound of Jimmy Lightning. Now that's a good evening. Wow. Very good. Can't really do it. I'm gonna roast it. Or we roast the Glass Knight. Try to get Crippling Cloud down on like the next Happy Flower turn, kind of. Pretty sure we can't afford it. Maybe next turn. It does apply weak here, so yeah, maybe we can afford it here. Sure. Ruh-roh. Still fine, still fine. We've got these Piercing Wails and Dark Shackles coming around. Falling asleep? I'm trying my best out here. I'm trying to go quickly. Somebody just asked if I was doing boss rush mode. I was going so fast. I know. Have a good one. Have a nappy flannel violin. But we really need to make some forward progress this fight. It's been a struggle. They're just kind of scaling at this point. All right, we're going to go one more. We've got Cloak and Dagger and Poison Stab for a point of dexterity coming around. Whether we can afford anything else, I don't really know. Survivor helps a lot. It says 42 on it. Oh my. Now, I really didn't think we'd have to cash in our Lizard Tail this fight, and I still hope we don't have to, but it is a little close here at the end. We ran out of weak for Donu, which was the big problem. It's coming back around. There we go. Okay. May have actually stabilized. You saw Peggle in the stream preview? Dude, it brings the people out. I love it. That's hilarious. How delayed is the stream preview? Isn't it like 6 minutes? Maybe? I'd also be making that up. Okay, this is on 8, where it might stay. No, we could probably get it to 9 here. All right. Decent fight. That one was a little more rough, but we've got the combo. I'm telling you, as soon as we have an Envenom and a Sadistic nature in play, we are golden. All right, 217 Spire bucks. Apotheosis is here. Apotheosis upgrades some cards. I think upgrading all of our defense with a Footwork Plus in here. And this Catalyst, maybe Crippling Cloud, Sadistic Nature sometimes. These things. That could be really important. Also really important things being like a Speed Potion to help us through what could be a bad turn 2 against the Act 4 elites, as well as, so like Speed Potion plus Calculated Gamble could really help us through turn 2 against the Act 4 elites, or something against the Heart 2. Also allows us to pick up a dodge and roll, which doesn't say plus, but we have 1 dexterity on turn 1 and a Footwork Plus and a burst with a Runic Pyramid, so we can usually line it up. So in like craziest scenario, we've got all of that dexterity plus Speed Potion plus burst, dodge and roll, and that gets us a lot of the way through dealing with 2 turns against the Heart. It might be better than just Apotheosis. The fear with Calculated Gamble is that it just sits in your hand forever with Runic Pyramid, because your hand is like pretty good. Or at least good enough. I am going to take this path, though. I'm going to talk myself into it. Seems pretty good. Well, as I say, turn 1 does not really spark joy against the Act 4 elites here. It's pretty close to being okay, but it means we take a fair amount of chip damage. Without a pen nib or some kind of strength scaling, I don't think we can take out the shield, but it is a lot of damage here. When they're both attacking on turn 1, I think by turning around we take 1 less damage. So this was 21. So we saved 7 damage here. And then this was, what, 12, I think. So it goes up to 18, so 6. Save exactly 1 HP. I'm gonna hope that oh my god. I'm gonna hope that cunning potion wasn't so useful against the... Yikes. The heart. Well, that is a whole lot of damage. This might end up being our lizard tail early. Okay, let's think about this. This fight's being a little annoying. So we lost our sources of weak, which is why I'm kind of stuck. We could try to calculate a gamble for our Dark Shackles at some point, but we probably just Piercing Whale, Survivor, Cloak and Dagger. And then that's the turn. Having Envenom and Poison Stab in hand, along with Terror, maybe isn't the most important thing. We hardly draw, though. I take 1 damage here, which is good. So I think we hang on to this stuff. Sorry, things got a little heavy in this fight. Trying to not just basically pass on the hard fight. We did finally find a source of weak to come through. Throw that there. And then this kills you over 2 turns with the Noxious Fumes, so we're good to refocus on Spear. Honestly, at this point, no, maybe we burst this Catalyst. Okay, I was thinking maybe we just throw the Catalyst down here. Yeah, burst has plus anyway. It'll be easy to get off. Okay, we'll do what we can this turn. I would like to end so we have Happy Flower. I don't think we can get there, though. Maybe we can with Sadistic Nature and Envenom. Yeah. Here we go. I was seeing that we had 2 strength down, and I didn't think we'd get there, but that's pretty good. Let's go for exactly neutralize. Hey. Nice. Got Nunchaku on 8. Bronze Scales is here to maybe make up some missing damage, as well as a Nightmare. Nightmare on our footwork or something. Could be the way that we win. We'll take a super late Nightmare. Okay. Great start. We have 5 weak and a piercing wail. It doesn't mean that we can necessarily survive the big attack, but maybe we can with this speed potion and what will be just plus 4 dexterity. Nightmare Catalyst? Yeah, maybe. We'll see how much poison is down. If we can burst the Catalyst, we might be close enough to the damage cap at that point in time to where we don't need it, but we'll see. See, this goes to 9. Then we have 8. It's an okay turn 1, considering we don't have any poison or anything like that. Just want to make sure we're continuing to draw cards, got as much dexterity as possible. And we will go next turn. Kind of wasted our Happy Flower and our Nunchaku, but I guess if we had one or the other, might have been better. I think we can get to 50, right? The Nightmare is late. I think Nightmare on footwork would have also been some kind of win condition. Maybe it comes down to this speed potion. Just have a hard time thinking that we get to enough block. It's possible. So if we can get to enough, we would want... So we have multi-attack covered for next turn, and then we would want the big attack following that. If we can't block it, then the Lizard Tail eats it, which is ideal. And then we have like a Dark Shackles here, assuming we can remove the artifact to deal with the other ones, the other multi-attack. So we should figure this out. We lose 25% of our block. Our speed potion gives us 9 dexterity, so it's base 9. We have to do some obnoxious Spire math, so this goes to 13. So back to 9. That's 26. And then we have exactly Survivor left, which is on base 11, so that's 20. Times 1 second. Goes to 41. We lose 6 from Beat of Death. 35 plus 17. 52? And that should be enough. Barely. We live with like 2 HP, if my math is correct, which pretty sure it is. Pretty sure that's correct math. Yeah, these numbers look familiar. So we could Crippling Cloud here. I think it's more important to draw. We're missing so many pieces of our combo here. So what's going to kill us, I guess, at this point, since we have 5 base decks, which is really nice, what's going to kill us is if we can't draw around to our combo. So with like Nightmare Catalyst, we can just win the game, but not if we can't get back around to our core block cards. So our Leg Sweep, Survivor, Cloak and Dagger, Dodge and Roll. We've gone through most of it. So the really scary thing right now is that we're missing a ton of block cards and we don't have our core pieces out yet. We're going to take that opportunity to try to get us ahead, which I think that worked out really well. The fact that we're stuck with these defends and stuff in our hand does kind of suck. Maybe the Nightmare is the worst thing in the hand, because it's just sitting there forever. Did ever Nightmare Dark Shackles? Honestly, at this point, it might be. Look at this draw. We have so much to go through. The real issue with Nightmare Dark Shackles is, again, we're not cycling the deck. We need our Noxious Fumes. We need our Envenom. First is here, but even if we get Envenom in play, we went through almost all of our attacks at this point, so again, we need to shuffle the deck as quickly as possible. Nightmare Backflip? That does not seem very good, no. So the thing that kills us in this fight is the multi-attack, usually. So the heart will continue to gain strength. The multi-attack is always kind of a problem. The big attack is less of a problem, so Backflip is going to maybe allow us to cycle a bit faster, but we need to survive through not dying at this point, which sounds stupid, but it's... The Dark Shackles is our best form of defense against the multi-attack. So if we were to Nightmare Dark Shackles, this would get us through the next multi-attack, the following multi-attack, the following multi-attack, and then we should have... We could have Piercing Wail Dark Shackles to go through the following multi-attack. It's kind of crazy, but it would technically work. The other issue is like hand space. So if we Nightmare Dark Shackles, we're not shuffling. So we're doubling down on the problem to an extent. That's 4 cards in our hand for quite some time. They won't even fit here, right? Nightmare Dark Shackles. We would have to dump. They had defend. I'm gonna do it. Okay, so we have 3 cards coming into our hand for next turn, meaning we're drawing exactly 1 card in this situation. Seems really bad. At the same time, I think Backflip Defend gets us close to full blocking the big attack. Hey, Baylor. Welcome to something a little slow. Then again, we have Bronze Scales to do damage. That's something. Yeah, we might Lizard Tail out on the next big attack anyway. The only way to guarantee... Well, we have burst, too. The only way to guarantee that, I guess, is to play a defend here. So we pass. Okay, now I think ideally this was our Piercing Wail, not Dark Shackles. Piercing Wail says 6, Dark Shackles says 9. Normally that's really nice, but in this situation, I think we just prefer to have the one that says 6. This is so slow. Come on, Bronze Scales, we need you so badly. Let's see, this is 26. I think it's better if we burst first, right? So we would burst first, and then we could double defend and backflip. Must defend first. Well, we have this guy. Because if we defend first and then we burst backflip, we actually have less HP in the end. My main hesitation here is that I really want to just draw more cards, and letting burst just sit here forever is kind of scaring me. So say we tank the hit, and then the next big attack comes around, but we're not dumping enough hand space to actually pull back around to our block cards. Like, it seems like to me it's almost better to calculated gamble this away and then redraw the Dark Shackles over the next few turns. It does mean shuffling the Void, though. That kind of sucks. It does run the risk of not drawing them, because if we calculated gamble here, we draw 9, 2 of them go away, and we can play, say, a power, so Noxious Fumes or drop Terror. And then if we pull into the multi-attack next, then I feel like we should draw one again. We have 4 of them. We just have to get 1. No. The top deck wound. That hurts a little bit. Okay. Okay, so we draw 4. We have 5 energy this turn thanks to our Happy Flower. So if we could draw an attack, we can get a Nunchaku proc here, which would be very nice. We could also get Envenom in play. It's reliant on acrobatics doing good things for us, though. Also means we would not be getting Terror down, so it sits in the hand. To an extent, the extra dexterity doesn't matter quite as much, since we're blocking the multi-attacks with these Dark Shackles or Piercing Wail. We did get a Dark Shackles. Hooray. And we can get a Dexterity proc here, and we can get 1 energy back from Nunchaku. So, seems like an awkward Glass Knife Terror in that order. We could also Glass Knife the Catalyst just to get that going. Yeah, we could maybe Glass Knife next turn. We'll see how it goes. The artifact is already gone. We're pretty deep into this fight already. So Beat of Death should be going to 3 for next turn, so the extra dexterity here actually does play a bigger role than I was initially thinking. I think I do like the Strike Terror play better. Maybe we get the Glass Knife down on the multi-attack turns. Drawing 3. Nice. This was a great turn to draw both Piercing Wail and Void. We don't need to do that much this turn. Yeah. Go here. Sadistic Nature says hello. Now, I still think this fight is going to come down to, for sure, keeping Weak down. Okay, so we have both Sucker Punch and Neutralize here. So disregard the point that I was about to make, I suppose. I was going to say we have to get around to this leg sweep or something. So the next multi-attack is accounted for. The next big attack, I don't think is entirely accounted for. Burst, dodge, and roll was the combo that we were shooting for at the start of this run. Excuse me, not the start of this run. At the shop here in Act 4. Hit with 3 ad breaks this fight already? I'm sorry about that. I have no control over it. I am not spamming ads in a hard fight. Or ever, for that matter. Yeah, I don't have any control over it. Yeah, I'm actually debating whether or not we take the Beat of Death damage here for extra draw next turn. So drawing 5 cards next turn is exactly this. So it's like covered. I think we're good. I think we take the extra extra Beat of Death here, and then we're good. So Hand of Greed would cause us to draw 4. I want to draw all 5. Teach. That's very nice of you, man. Thank you very much for the sub to Mexican Jesus. Congrats on your first birthday and no more ads. Congrats. Very nice of you. Thank you, my friend. Wow. Well. How about that? Got him. Woo! That was a long one. Wow. So, those who were in doubt, for those of you who weren't here earlier in the run, somebody had redeemed some channel points to put the channel in emote only mode, and during that period of time I went to a shop in Act 1. I'll show you guys here in a second. I went to a shop in Act 1 and I asked my chat specifically, I said guys, should I pick up this Sadistic Nature? And they were like, I don't know, they had a bunch of weird faces going on. I didn't really understand. I'm pretty sure they wanted me to buy this Sadistic Nature here on floor 10. So we got Sadistic Nature during an emote only mode, and from there, it went very well. Super good. So this was the tiny house swap on floor 0. We traded in our Ring of the Snake for a small house. Initially, I was a little underwhelmed by the small house, but it did upgrade our Survivor, and you guys know how I feel about Survivor Plus. It is the sleeper hit. that said, we never upgraded our neutralize. So all in all, very good run. It went a bit long, 2 hours and 14 minutes for a silent run. The long Runic Pyramid was excellent. Lizard Tail coming in at the end was also great. Oh, this was good. I think Ninja Scroll into Kunai was also very good. The Ninja Scroll tends to kind of mess with your hand, and you can see if we didn't do the boss swap here, we would have had Tiny House, Ninja Scroll, and then, Ring of the Snake, Ninja Scroll, and then Bag of Prep. So Bag of Prep would have been just one extra card draw in turn 1. Classic Ninja Scroll shenanigans, but we did pretty well. Very good. Yeah, Tiny House, it's is it better than Ring of the Snake? Probably not. It is better than Skip, which is why I think it exists within the boss pool. So if you're offered like Ectoplasm that you really can't take at the end of Act 1, Tiny House, and then something else that is largely irrelevant for your build, like a Wrist Blade or something. In that instance, a Tiny House is better than Skip or something like that. So in those instances, I think that's why Tiny House exists within the boss relic pool, but admittedly, it's not better than like 4 energy. And whether or not it's better than 2 extra cards on turn 1, I don't know. It was pretty okay. 3 elites in Act 1, 0 to Lagavulin, 0 to Gremlin Knob. Thank you, Sadistic Nature, by the way. Guardian went great. Bronze Automaton was only 2 damage as well. This fight in particular, the Shield and Spear, we had a few bad turns. It's one of those instances. There's this new card in Hearthstone that I think is super cool. I don't know the name of it, but you play it, and it rearranges your deck from highest cost to lowest cost. It's kind of neat. So if you play it in like the mid game, you then get your biggest power spike, your most expensive cards coming up next, which is great. And sometimes I think in Slay the Spire, it would be kind of fun if you had a card that inverted the draw order of the deck. It doesn't really make any sense, but sometimes maybe with Frozen Eye would be cute. I don't know. Maybe Frozen Eye should come with a card that inverts your draw order. Something like that. Not that Frozen Eye needs any help. I think it's excellent. Anyway, strange thoughts that they should not put into Slay the Spire. Great run. Whew. Dude, that was good. That was a good one. All right, now I can talk to you guys. That's my post-run YouTube synopsis. You can hear the cut, and then we lean back in the chair and we're ready to relax again. I just want to make sure I didn't miss anything. Let me scroll up here a little bit. That is, yeah, to what Zuthus said. We'll do the offense after we figure out this defense. That's why I love the silent. So, like, my gaming history was I loved playing tanks and healers in MMOs, and then in League of Legends, I'd always play support characters or jungle characters and try to feed other people kills. So it's kind of in my nature to play classes that are more passive or something like that kind of helps to support others in their doing bigger numbers. So, like Final Fantasy XI, I was playing White Mage, Black Mage, or something like that. Wasn't like Bard in Final Fantasy XI? I think I played Bard too. I think that was that game. Anyway, those types of classes. I think it comes through in my Slay the Spire play. I like, that's the way I play the defect too. I really like getting the Frost Orb thing going. I like to set up the defense and kind of let the offense come as it will a bit later. We'll sneak it in there as we're mitigating damage and things like that. I think that's why I don't like the Ironclad as much. That's why I kind of struggle on the Ironclad a little bit more, and it's also why I don't really like the Watcher's super offense-heavy playstyle sometimes. Not really what I like to do. Thought this run was dead early Act 2. Well, to be fair, I think it was a good assessment. Like early Act 2, 20 to the City Muggers, and then 33 to Parasite and Fungi Beast. So this was Slaver's Collar's problem. Slaver's Collar problems. Slay the Spire is balanced really, really well. And if you take something like Slaver's Collar, what you're really saying is we don't need anything. So the boss relic is going to be your biggest power spike out of any relic probably in the game, sometimes kind of, stay with me. So if you take a Slaver's Collar, you're saying, well, we don't need any of these. We don't need anything to deal with the floor fights. But the floor fights in Act 2, as everyone kind of knows, you hit the Shelled Parasite and suddenly you lose half your HP and you're like, what the hell just happened? I thought we were fine. And we kind of ran into that here. But then the elites were pretty okay. Well, the elite was pretty okay. Slavers on 17 damage was great. And we were also getting decent potion luck from what I remember. Or we had potions coming out of Act 1 or something like that we were using on the floor fights here. Yeah, I think we just used a bunch of potions. So that worked out really well. Getting this kunai here was also great. But we did pivot away this fight. Triple Cultist, 31 damage over 6 turns. We were planning to go to 2 more elites after this, leaning into our Slaver's Collar. And we had to pivot away and instead upgrade Catalyst and upgrade a Cloak and Dagger that we got here against the Snake Plant. So this actually worked out really well. Getting the Cloak and Dagger and then upgrading it helped us lean into the kunai that we had just picked up, and that lasted for the rest of the run. That's how we took 2 damage against Bronze Automaton. That's how we did so well against Time Eater and Donu and Deka, even though we took 28. The deck scaling wasn't the same. And we also didn't fight Reptomancer, which was great. I think if we fought Reptomancer, we did not have AoE to deal with Reptomancer.